Yes, hello everyone, welcome. Matic TV, vlog time, midweek. Today is Thursday, something totally different today. I am heading into Manchester Piccadilly train station right now to take a road trip with a difference. Yes, I'm heading down to the Midlands, aka Birmingham, town centre in fact. I'm meeting up with the United Stand team. We are having a get together, powwow, whatever you want to call it. A few formal discussions will take place, obviously, but a little bit of fun, a little bit of drinking, a little bit of this, a little bit of that will also be going on as well. So as I drive down through the carnage, which is Bury New Road, if you know Manchester, then you know exactly what I mean. On the streets here, anything goes. But yeah, it's carnage on one side, Strange Ways prison on the other. Yeah, so you kind of know where I'm at. So on my way into Piccadilly now, getting the train down there. So yeah, road trip with a difference. No driving, day off from driving for me. I'm gonna need it because I'll be back in Manchester on Friday afternoon and then heading straight back down Saturday morning for the Leicester game. So yeah, kind of zigzagging up. So I thought, you know what, I'll just do the train here because I have to be back for Friday afternoon for work reasons as well. So I can't just stay over, you know what I mean? It would have been ideal being closer. I know what you're thinking, that's what I would have liked to have done, but yeah, can't be done. Work comes first, people. Well, family comes first, then it's work, then it's United. Or is it a mix between work and United? Well, United is kind of work for me as well at the moment, so you could probably blend both of them in. But it's Leicester this weekend, people, and it's going to be one of a guessing game again, isn't it? This starting lineup with the injuries that we've got, the concerns, the defence, massive concern. I don't know what we're going to get, as I'll just take a wrong turn because I'm not concentrating, which is just typical me. But yeah, talking while trying to navigate isn't the best. So yeah, what we doing? I am just, yep, what is this guy doing, you clown? Anyway, yeah, Leicester game. This defence for me, I think, is bottle out the bleeding way. I don't know, I really don't know. This ground doesn't fill me with much confidence from days gone past. To stroll over, you prick. Oh my god, absolute numpties today on the road. The road's the road for a reason. The pavement's where you walk and where pedestrians are supposed to be. Do not mix. I tell you what, people are winding me up already today. Tunnel. Ooh, it goes dark. Yeah. So let's get back into it before I lose myself completely. Leicester. Oh, the defence. I mean, we've got loads of problems all over the pitch, really. But honestly, I think for most United fans, the biggest concern is the defence, with Varane now being out through his groin injury from international duty. Maguire is training light, not full training. How close he is, I don't know. Will Ollie rush him back? I don't know. I would not put it past Ollie to rush Maguire back, because you know what he's like. This is where that conversation that we had week on week, not too long ago actually, about the squad depth and how good this squad is. And this is the kind of squad that you look at and go, this is a league winning squad. This is a squad good enough to win the Premier League. It is. So really, we shouldn't have to be rushing Maguire back, should we? I mean, if we rush him back and his injury isn't fully recovered and then we lose him for the games coming up, and we all know what games are coming up, then we're in big trouble, aren't we? But Maguire and Varane missing, Shaw out of form, Wan-Bissaka out of form, Lindelof and Bailly to come in with Shaw and Maguire is probably the likely outcome from all of this mess. Does that fill you with confidence? Doesn't fill a lot of United fans with confidence, let's be honest. And I think that's why there's no one really going to be too concerned if we come out of here with a draw. We don't. A draw isn't good enough, by the way, guys. Let me get that across, plain and simple. A draw is nowhere near good enough for us, but in the circumstances, are we right to accept a draw with what we've got? I don't think we are. I'm sort of battling the demons here because I'm thinking, why am I making excuses for him? I've said all along there is no excuse. It's like what Jamie Carragher said the other day. Nearly every player's over 50 million. The excuses have got to stop at United now. I'm like going, I shouldn't even be concerned. Why am I concerned that 2 players are out? But I am. It's ridiculous. Eric buying Lindelof, I think, should be more than enough to beat Leicester. That's where I'm going to put it. That's how I'm going to leave it. That's what it should be. They should be enough. We've got Vardy who's in great form. Let's not forget that. Let's not forget that. Vardy, leading goal scorer in the league, joint leading goal scorer in the league already this season. Seems to have found his mojo again. The man just keeps going. He's like a bleeding Duracell bunny. Anyway, we know what Eric Bailly's like. Some people will say he's rash. Some people will say Lindelof is too soft. Hence Lindersoft nickname. We've got a combination of 2 right ones there. Maybe that combination will work. 2 wrongs don't make a right normally. But a good mix definitely works sometimes. You've got to find that blend. And you never know. Bailly and Lindelof may just hit it off and we'll be alright. I mean, Christ, we just give Bailly a 5-year contract, so he has to be in the plans, doesn't he? Anyway, that's the defensive side of it. I mean, looking at it, I'm going to have to just say, look, they're going to have to just step up. I said this, I tweeted it out the other day. The defence has got to step up. It's as simple as that. Step up or you don't belong at Manchester United. It's as simple as that. Other things and other worries in this game are definitely there, but I'm just going to navigate these roads here, get into Piccadilly, and I'll catch you inside. It might be scran time actually. I'm getting a bit hungry, so I'll see you inside. Inside, here we are, Piccadilly train station, waiting just for my train to pull in, get off down to Birmingham, then hotel, chill out for a little bit, get washed up, get cleaned up before I meet all the guys later on. There's a few of us coming tonight, so it should be good. There's a few people I've not even met before, so that's going to be good. And then obviously talk over some details and whatnot, and see what the future is looking like. I will obviously keep you all posted on that as well. But in terms of getting back to the weekend, and we've gone through the defensive worries, or should we be worrying as we sort of put it across? So I'm looking at it now going, right, midfield, no Fred. Whoa, there would be the ultimate line being drawn under anyone else or any chance of any midfielder ever getting a start in a big game if Fred managed to make this game with Ole. He would have to have chartered a plane to get Fred over from Brazil in time for this game. He is not playing, and it has took this drastic measure or this event to actually stop Ole from playing Fred, which is a big concern on its own. So we've got to ask the question now, with no Fred, whoever comes in, if they play well, will Ole keep him in the team? Because these big games now, you can't really deny it, and these big games is where it counts now for Ole, because he's failed in the smaller ones this season already. In the first 7, let's be honest, it has been a failure, because we won all the corresponding fixtures in the same destination, in the same sort of stadiums last season. So no excuse there with us getting better this season. Failed there, so now he needs to turn around what was a failure last season in terms of the big teams and not winning enough, and make that a positive this season. That's the only way he turns it around for me. And if someone comes in midfield and starts playing well in these games, unless there's a tough game for us, it always has been notoriously hard at Leicester, and it's going to be a hard day. So if the midfielder does turn up and plays well, does he stay in the team? That's the question I want asking. That's what I want answering. Does he stay in the team? Has he done enough in Ole's eyes? Well, Ole's got to think now that this team that's coming out against Leicester is going a long way to keeping him in a job. And then how are you supposed to balance squad happiness if you then drop that player, like he did last season with Bayer, when another big game comes around, or when a certain someone else is fit again? So this is a big test this next few weeks for Ole now. Midfield takes care of itself, doesn't it? I think Scott McTominay on a high from the Scotland week. He's going to play Scott. Worrying that if he plays Scott and Matic, that is probably our worst combination. it's uber defensive. Will they go uber defensive because we've got a weakened defence? God, I mean, you look at Pogba winning trophies in central midfield with, you could say, equally as good a forward line as United's right now. Probably not as good as defence as what United's got, although Varane is in there as well. But yeah, so for me, oh God, I can see him trying to make excuses, but there are none. There are absolutely none. So why is Pogba not in the middle? Is Rashford going to come back in? If Rashford comes in on the left, Pogba has to be in the middle, or Pogba drops to the bench. Then you've got a whole new argument, and that then would look like he's trying to make, or not make space, but actually get used to playing football without Paul Pogba. Does that mean then that Paul Pogba was going in January? We don't know. There's a lot to look at in this game, and there's a lot to take from it afterwards as well. Hopefully the win will come our way, because it will ease a bit of pressure on Ole, and it will make questions easier to answer. But if it doesn't go right, then you're going to be looking at a world of pain for Ole in his press conferences. They will absolutely come down on him. They will come down on him with questions that he's just not qualified to answer. We know that. He will make up some bullshit comment and try and deflect it away when there's nothing to deflect. You've got the Swedish captain who's coming in at centre back. You've got a midfielder there who's just won a trophy in central midfielder in the double pivot with France. If he uses the defence as an excuse, he's going to get slaughtered. The Pogba issue, he's already getting slaughtered for. He should be doing so much more with Paul Pogba, but it's Ole, isn't it? He's beyond stubborn, and I think he's just lost in his own stubbornness and how he manages his team, and that for me is going to be his downfall. We've said it all along. You need to start being brave. You need to start taking risks, because we're not as stable as the other top 3 teams in this division. And if we're not careful, one of them little stragglers coming up behind us will catch us. We can't afford to be running on this sort of form, because this form we're on now is against the average teams. If we don't turn it around in the big games and we say we do okay, just okay, then we're falling down to 5th and 6th, because okay is not good enough because of what we've just done in the crap games. Anyway, my arm is aching. I'm going to go and get a drink. I'm going to have a little walk around, stretch my legs, you know what it's like. Train will be here soon. I might even catch you on the train on the way down to Birmingham.
Cross-country trains today. This will be Wolverhampton next calling point. Passengers board through your next direct West Midlands Railway service is now.
And we are in the hotel room. I wouldn't say settled in. I thought I had a bath that I could relax in. No bath. Stinky old shower. Anyway, it is what it is. It's one night, and the hotel room really doesn't matter, to be honest. Well, at least it's clean. That's all we can say. Yeah, so plans for tonight. Straight out, meeting point, round about 7 o'clock-ish. Something to eat, bit of fun, bit of talking, bit of this, bit of that, as I said. And then really it's all looking down towards the weekend and that crunch game against Leicester. Honestly, I look at some of the international performances for our players and I go, how, why? They're probably the biggest questions that come out of it with United when it goes to international break, and that is simply because why do our players perform so well when they're on international duty, but then when they put that United shirt on, everything just changes? Is it one of just can't handle the pressure? Is it one of Ole's tactics and no belief in what they're playing in and what system is working? And we're waiting for that moment. We're all waiting as fans for that moment when it clicks. But I'm going to be honest, I'm starting to believe more and more like it's not going to happen now. We're going to get moments through the season. I said even in the Leeds game at the start, what this team has got is deadly players that can win a game at any moment. But man, I did expect to see a little bit more of a style, a little bit more of a consistent sort of feel to our play by now. But that's not here. Will it start with these bigger games? Will the bigger games suit us? Or will they ultimately be the end of Ole? Because that is the truth. And that is what can actually happen this weekend. It is going to be a very, very tricky and sticky period for Ole to navigate through. I do feel like the Champions League will bail him out. He can't afford any slips in that Champions League. If he's still comfortably, if he beats Atalanta twice, I think he'll get through this group of games. Even if the results are pretty bad in the league, he'll survive. It won't be through massive criticism and massive pressure though, because like I said, we will be out of the top 4 come the next international break. Unless we pretty much win 3 of these 4 games, that will be the case. So people who are saying we are very close to the top, what's all the stressing about? Well, we'll see and we'll judge that after we've played these next 4 Premier League games. Leicester, Liverpool, Spurs and City. And then it's international break again. Where will we be this time next international break? That's the question. And that's what I'm going to judge Ole on. Champions League, we should beat Atalanta twice. We don't, then oh my God, Ole, I don't have any hope for you. I really don't. But stranger things have happened in football, and stranger things have happened while Ole's been in charge. So let's just see what this weekend brings. Let's see if he can change it up. See if we see anything different and take a little bit more encouragement away from it. But I think that's a big if and a massive but. So we'll see. We'll see. It may change. We may be better against the bigger teams, like I said, but can you see it? Can you really see it? Can you be honest? Hand on heart and say, yeah, we've got this. I don't think we can, honestly. I don't think we can honestly say that. But like I said, this team is full of winners, and there's a few of them coming off international in really good form. So hopefully they carry that into the league form. Like Bruno, Pogba, Ronaldo, our big players have all been brilliant over this last couple of weeks. So let's hope they can continue that in a United shirt this time. Anyway, guys, cheers for watching. If you do want to see what goes on tonight's night out, then in the description below are my links to my socials. Instagram is where it's going to be tonight, guys. Instagram stories and whatnot. So if you want to see what's going on, bit of this, bit of that, like I said, see if the competitive side comes out of old Adam Matic. Tune in there and I'll see you there. People, like, share and subscribe as always to Adam Matic TV. Big weekend ahead. Let's get tonight out of the way first, eh? See you later.
Thank you.